Let me see. It looks like it's getting started. Live video is starting. Maybe I gotta wait for it. There it is. Now it says it's live. Hello, everybody. My name is Robert Hollis, and the subject for today is follow a proven path. In all my years of doing this business, I can share with you 100% where I see a lot of people failing. And let me give you this example. What a lot of people have a tendency of doing is they don't believe that they can do what they're learning from somebody else. So they constantly are stuck and they're constantly in this mode that I don't know enough. I don't know enough. I need to find the missing link. There's something that I'm missing. That again is the overthinking, right? So following the proven path is what in my story was an incredible blessing. And let me explain to you why. I went from being an auto mechanic to now being exposed to a mentor that was going to show me how to make money. And so I didn't bring anything with me, nothing with me. So I was a clean slate. And so with the internet nowadays, you got people that are constantly looking for all kinds of ways to do this business. And what they do is they learn from some people and they take a little bit of that, and then they learn from somebody else and they take a little bit of that, and then they read a book and then they take a little bit of that. And it would be just like making a recipe. Just like making a recipe. So can you imagine for a second that you thought of your favorite dish, and let's say there was someone that you really, really loved and cared about, and you found out what their favorite dish was. And so then you reached out to a chef that you know, maybe you could find out from that person that loves that dish that they loved it at this certain restaurant, right? So you go to that restaurant and then you basically are saying to that chef, hey, listen, I want you to show me how to make this dish. And if you know anything about cooking, there is a certain way, there's a certain way that a recipe or a dish is made. And they do a lot of things that I'm not a cook, but I know that, the temperatures, the way that you add something. I'll give you a perfect example. Me and my wife and sons were going to make this bread that we found that had like white chocolate in it. And I don't even remember what I think it was like sandals or something. And so we found the recipe, and I didn't know certain things about how to put yeast into the dough to make it rise. And so it was a disaster. So for those of you that understand baking, you know that, listen, there's a certain yeast that are better than the others. How would you know that information? You wouldn't know. And how to add it and when to add what you're doing. And so when you see people make pastries or whatever, it's so important that the people that are successful, they do something in a certain way. My mentor used to call it a treasure map. You know what I mean? So if you knew there was hidden treasure and you get a treasure map, why would you not follow it? See, this is a common mistake that a lot of people make. And so what you need to do is, as I was talking to my son right before I did this video, and he was saying, there's a phrase called shoveling snow. Because people are always trying to carve their own path. And this, instead of just following the steps that somebody else made, why not just follow, that way of doing it? Why not just follow the steps? And you're going to have to ask yourself that. I still don't understand in human nature when someone says, hey, listen, I would like to do this. And then they go find someone and then they'll follow it exactly. And when I teach people, it's like I have people go, well, listen, I learned from this guy and this guy said this. And then I learned from this couple and this couple said this. And then I learned from this book and that book said this. And I'm going like, your recipe, the ingredients, the thing that you're making is going to be awful. You're not going to get results following all these little things. And even when people that just follow me, they have a very difficult time releasing stuff that I taught years ago. So it's like, here's the perfect example. You guys know this. Chris Robinson. Chris Robinson was the first super affiliate in this company. He's very dear friends with Josh Wagel. Right now he's down in Mexico. Chris, if you watch this, thank you very much. And you know, me and him are talking about the way that I do the business. And for those of you that don't know this, you can look in the back office of My Daily Choice now, and Jenna put up my video. I do things very, very different. And so one of the things that's very unique, as I was saying to Chris, is I said, I want you to go in this imagination. You guys just think this imagination. Say we're all around each other, right? And then all of a sudden you guys heard this noise going off. Beep, 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 beep. And you see me reach down on my belt and I pull it up and you see a pager. Now, some of you that are young are going to have to Google this. And I see the pager, and then I look at you, and this is what I say. Hey, listen, we can continue to talk about this, but you need to jump in the car because I need to find a payphone. What? Yeah, someone paged me, and I got to go find a payphone. Robert, why do you do that? Well, because that's what my mentor taught me to do. You set appointments, and then you want to confirm them. So when someone pages you, you give them your pager number, and then for you to be able to make sure the appointment's going to be there, to let them see the video, you got to go to a phone booth and call them to confirm the appointments, to set other appointments. And you're like, Robert, listen, there's a cell phone now. Oh, I've heard of those things, but I'm not interested in using them. Why? Well, because my mentor taught me, or I learned from this person. See, and it's like, oh my God. People just will not let go of the past. And then also what they'll do is they'll get mad at me. I say, listen, this is the way I'm doing business now. And they're going, okay. So I showed them how to make a perfect cupcake. And then when I say, hey, listen, we're not making cupcakes anymore. You know, now what we're doing is we're making muffins. But what about the cupcake recipe? Let it go. Let it go. I'm just saying that. Stop it. So I want you to hear this. And when I say this, some of you are going to get mad at me. I want you to look at your bank account. I want you to look at your current checks that you got from My Daily Choice. And if what you're doing every day is not getting the results you desired, then try to learn something new. We have an incredible CEO, Jenna Zweigel. And her husband, Josh Zweigel, that was the CEO, creates the software. And the new Web 2.0 is going to be something that's going to revolutionize and change everything. Can you imagine? If you haven't seen it, you can go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Robert Hollis TV, all one word. And I just uploaded that, not also for the Spanish. And if you understand what he's going to say, we won't have to use Facebook Lives. And we won't have to use Zoom. We won't have to use that information to invite people to a training or a presentation of MDC. We're going to be able to do it from the software. And there's still going to be people that go, nah, I'm doing it this way. So as people are learning from me, the hardest thing I'm having right now is, yeah, well, you know, I learned from this person this way, and I learned from this person this way, and then I learned from this person this way. Listen. Follow a proven, documented path, mirror and match, and try to get rid of everything else. Am I saying what you currently are learning from somebody else isn't a way to do it? I am not. Because if they're willing to show you their documentation and the people that they help get to the place that you want to go, ask them. Just simply ask them. Listen, this is the kind of money I'm looking forward to making in MDC. So I know Jenna's on business from home. I know what she makes. I've seen her back office. So I'm going to follow Joss and Jenna. And as they change things and move things and make this company better, that's the path I'm going to follow. Does that make sense? Stop hanging on to all the old stuff that is not there anymore. Does that make sense to you guys? So just follow a documented, proven path. That's what I'm sharing with you. So when people send to me, hey, listen, what about this? Or what about this? Or you used to say this, or so-and-so said this, or so-and-so said that. Why can't you use Joss and Jenna's proven system? Why? I want to ask you. And if you're following someone that is adding steps or having you go through 13 steps, I think I said this yesterday, but I'll finish with this. When I was sharing with Chris Robinson what I was doing, after I shared it and he got it, he said, I got it. I said to him, hey, listen, he said to me, Robert, I have a faster way to get someone plugged into the back office. You're taking too many steps. Do you guys know that as soon as I got off the phone with Chris Robinson, I checked out exactly what he said, and the very next thing I did the video on that process? I'm coachable. If someone has a faster, more efficient way to make things happen, then why wouldn't I do that? So I'm going to start doing videos of handling these objections. Melody Riva brought up, I'm going to do a Ask Me Anything, but I'm going to start doing my videos at noon Pacific time. I'm going to do them every day so you guys can really follow them. And again, all you got to do is give me information of things that you want to talk about. And we're going to cover them all. We're going to cover them all. So today at 4 o'clock, I'm going to do how to build a fortune. I learned from a guy named Jim Rohn. And I don't know where the words briefing, overview, opportunity, I don't know where all that stuff came from. I just know what my mentors made in this industry. And I still haven't made what they made. So I go back and he says, hey, listen, all I want to do is I want to share with you a story of how I'm building a fortune. That's what I'm going to do. So you guys seen it. I'm going to do it today at 4. You've already seen the graphic. I'll do it at 7 o'clock p.m. And why I'm doing it different is because of time zones. So 10 o'clock on Saturday, 4 o'clock on Tuesday, 7 o'clock on Thursday. And if you want to watch the videos that I already taught about connecting and also inviting, you get people in front of me and I will do my very best to get them to take the steps to get in this business, create a free account, buy product, you heard me right, and get them a check. Get them a story. So that's what I'm going to do. So you'll see me, if you don't understand a step, tell me. Send me a private message going, Robert, how do you do this next step? And we'll cover every one of them. So again, always going longer than I anticipated. I'm trying to get these videos under 10 minutes, but I believe in you. I know you can do it if you follow a proven path. And the last word is people can't take you to a place they've never been. Huh? So some people say, what about this trainer? What about this trainer? They're not a super affiliate, My Daily Choice. Do you want to learn how to be a super affiliate, My Daily Choice? I can't teach you how to be a master yet. But I can show you, not having a warm market, using Facebook, how to be able to drive in depth and hit super affiliate, I don't know, like in 9 months, 10 months. I can show you how to do that. All right? So love and appreciate you. I believe in you. If no one's giving you permission to succeed, let me be the first. Take care. Talk to you soon.